Honestly, after Dragon Age 2, all the most popular guesses about what Dragon Age 3 would be about a war between Tevinter or just mages and others.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tevinter's a big part of it. The further you get in this game, the more relevant in some way Tevinter becomes.
Yeah.
If not directly, then indirectly. What's your view on Tevinter right now?
I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot. All I know is that
You have limited information right now.
from the limited information, they are willing to do whatever it takes to take power. They will enslave others, but I mean, that's not uncommon. But so far, they seem to be able to deal with any problem they ever come across. They didn't have a problem with the Blight.
So remember, the Blight did actually reach other places, but just
Mhm.
not as intensely as Ferelden. Tevinter had no fucking problem with it. Their mages just destroyed everything.
Yep.
Is basically how it went. So, but the first two games especially do their best to try to make you think, like, they try to show you all the worst parts of Tevinter, but with the way the story goes, and I think you'll especially realize this by the end of this game, I think they show you Tevinter as the bad guy because secretly I think Tevinter's supposed to be the good guy. And I think the bad guy is someone else.
Okay. But yeah, nor do they have a problem with mages turning into demons all the goddamn time. If they do, they're doing a good job
No,
of
they don't.
suppressing
They
it.
don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's not like an issue there. You know, here where they have the circle, it's like, oh, one mage turns into a demon, the whole fucking circle's in flames, we gotta kill all the mages.
Yeah.
Over there, mages rule everything, can run around doing whatever they want, and they don't have to follow any strict rules because their parents own the circles that are there, essentially. So it's just...
Yeah. It's not
But
anarchy.
it doesn't cause any problems.
It is. They're just living their form of the civilization. Can't blame them, honestly.
And they used to own everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. All the places you're going to visit in all three of these games, Vinter used to own all of it.
And then Joste took it from them.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. That's a tough bitch. Is this the mountain where we freed...
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick. They unleashed horrors into the world. Gee, I wonder what horror could possibly be released into the world.
It's just the guy that you killed.
No, but he's telling a story about how Andraste went up the mountain and came back heartbroken. To me, that sounds like something happened that she did that caused the birth of Flemeth. Is Flemeth a shard of Andraste and a shard of the Maker?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So Flemeth is currently possessed by a demon, or at least
No.
the body of the first Flemeth was possessed by a demon,
No.
and that's what this says.
You're getting different pieces of information,
Yeah.
and like I see you trying to piece them
Yeah.
together, but no, not remember. This is someone's version of events.
Right.
This is not events. This is a story. There's a lot of different stories about Flemeth because, well, the different cultures have different tales of her. Most of the so like some of these are events that happen, but the important long-term thing regarding Flemeth in here is not actually worded correctly, but it's this sentence here.
Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit.
So like kinda, but not really. She didn't work a spell to summon anything. She did summon something. The actual, just as an example, the truest stories you'll hear about Flemeth from all the different cultures that have different stories of her in the game, which you've already heard, like, I think at least 3 versions of.
4 or 5, actually.
The truest ones come from the Dalish. The Dalish had the most accurate memory of what Flemeth actually is.
Because of the keepers.
How they keep the memory is something separate, but their version of events are the most accurate. In reality, like, you know how all the cultures in the game have their own background, their own like versions of spirits and demons and etc. that they acknowledge. Flemeth is, let's say, canon in the Dalish beliefs. Flemeth is something canon.
The old lady. But the same mountain that we resurrected Flemeth was the same mountain that Andraste once climbed and came back out heartbroken.
Yes. That mountain, there's a shrine up there,
Mm-hmm.
which is likely what Andraste went to.
Yeah, there was a an area up there where it was guarded by a seal. I couldn't get past it, so I had to trek back to the the thing. So
Well, just the specific shrine you went to is the important thing. But it doesn't actually have anything to do with Andraste. It has to do with a name you actually haven't heard yet, I don't think.
okay.
Maybe in some, like, Dalish background
Are you
text?
the Templar who's pursuing the boy Fainriel?
I did not realize his name was known so widely.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Perhaps your
eventually.
friend knew him in the alienage.
Not every elf lives in one of your cages, Templar.
Are you a friend of his?
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles.
Not all of us are.
If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Perhaps I could aid your search.
True. It is surely not in the lad's best interests to turn away anyone who seeks to find him. There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences.
You can leave the order?
He has been known to help mages.
Not
flee
easily,
Kirkwall.
but yeah.
If Fainriel went to him,
Remember,
Samson wouldn't tell me.
As Alistair told
He
you,
stays out of sight
you
by
can
day,
leave at any time,
But I've seen him
but
at night, near the end.
good luck shaking the lyrium addiction.
Yeah.
Because there's only one place you're going to legally get that lyrium, the person that gave it to you in the first place.
Yeah.
I am so absolutely confident that the whole reason they keep you in places that magic is a debate for so long is because of what we're going to see in the Tevinter game.
Yeah.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solivitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested,
I don't have any
use
shells.
a bit of help to remedy that.
How can I help?
It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect! A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah.
The first enchanter does not wish me to sell merchandise. He says I am too honest.
I'll take your entire stock.
And as a reminder about Flemeth's story, is that there's two sides of the story of Flemeth. And up until this point, you're only hearing about one side. There's another person involved in the story of Flemeth. And you're kind of only hearing about one of them.
Okay. Is Morrigan the other side of the story?
No.
Aw.
It's all like very past events.
Welcome back to
Like
Sol.
pre-Dragon Age Origins events.
You've been an apostate your whole life, then?
Like my father before me? What of it?
Didn't your family consider that dangerous?
There are mages who go their whole lives without ever falling prey to a demon. Many of them, in fact.
And if the Templars came looking for you, that would not be danger enough.
Perhaps there shouldn't be any Templars.
He hates mages, doesn't he?
Yes.
I understand why. Still messed up, though.
Just wait. I want to repeat. I believe Anders is the most dangerous person in this entire game. Everyone you meet. I believed Anders is the most dangerous to everybody in this whole game.
Yeah.
You'll fucking see why. Help! Thank God you can't accidentally kill everyone with your fucking spells anymore.
What are you talking about? I never did that.
Like how you slaughtered the entire fucking guard of Redcliffe.
What are you talking about? I am the
At
guard
a
of Red
funeral
Cliff.
for the captain of the guard, and that's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Game to throw it in your face at any time.
Yep. Yep.
The danger is past. Are you all right?
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
Your mess just picked me up on the way by.
Still better than what I had. Look, the name's Javaris Tintop. I need someone to help pacify the Qunari.
Why do I get the feeling he's not talking about singing them a lullaby?
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a...
Hornhead.
that explodes, and it's just dust.
Knife
No
earring.
lyrium, no
Hornhead.
demons. Anyone can use it.
I often look at every second idiot and think, he needs more power.
I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Talvashath, or that mercenary.
Okay.
I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well. But, made me think. Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Talvashoth.
The Talvashath. Are you up for some paid hunting?
Your people must have something like that already.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous. The Chantry controls it topside. The glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
What's the point when we already have magic that can do the same thing?
Maybe you have magic, all tough and human and whatnot. But what of the common man? How does he remove stumps from his land, or produce them on his enemies? What does he do when he needs a hole far too fast? Magic is hard to market. But this stuff you can put in a bag.
All right, I'll step in for you. For a price.
I'm done bargain hunting. I want it done right. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
And you won't feel bad when I kill them all.
Ah. Well, you're not killing the regular Qunari right now. But I hate the Qunari.
That's racist.
Yes. I think they're inferior. Fuck the Qunari. I still hate that you can play a Qunari in Inquisition. I think that's so stupid.
Wait, the Inquisitor can be a Qunari?
Yeah, I think so.
The fuck?
I'm pretty confident you can.
Why does it still have a task here? I can't go anywhere. I've already explored there. There's nothing here. Find pure iron bark. The Dalish may know where to find it. So I leave that instance to come back to this instance? Is that what's going on? It is. That's so fucking weird. It was a different instance of,
Undermount.
yeah. I'm just coming here to investigate. Let's see if I've missed anything,
Another
pick up.
slur for Qunari's Oxmen.
Oxman. That doesn't even sound funny. Like knife ear? That shit's gold. I suppose I could add Meryl to the party.
The quest is probably here for the purpose of handing things in.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what quest?
Herbalist task?
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, I'll go talk to everyone again.
I'm pretty confident you have not been to the place that has it. And I don't know if you have it unlocked, but you unlock it by talking to one of the Dalish.
There's a lot of passages I can't get to. Like there's a whole hallway that I couldn't get to just now.
Ah!
Oh, that's new.
This is the temple area. Locked off just means you'll go there later.
Yeah. Well, if you need an XP, it's a great place to fucking get it.
You've returned. Is there something you need? Do you have any pure iron bark in stock?
What use is iron bark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will.
Either way, I'm out of stock.
I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
What's the problem?
His
Maybe I can
dialogue
give
you
you a
missed.
hand dealing with it. I find it insulting that you think you would succeed where we could not. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you.
Oh, my old friends. That's my backline, you assholes.
Nicely done. Another one for me. How many of you got, Hawke?
Oh, hello there. Stunned ya.
We're killing them faster here on normal than on easy in Origins.
Imagine if I was on casual right now.
There's a reason this one's called casual and not easy. All the way on the other side.
I have to walk all the way there.
You have to fight your way there.
I already killed these Kunari.
Kill them again. These are the ones that you have to kill for the quest. This kind.
I killed these kind before.
Oh, no, I'm just...
Okay.
Clarifying.
Gotcha.
No further, human. Calvishoth control these passages.
My
I
passages.
am more than capable of meeting any threat.
So I see. I expected to warn a caravan, not a well-equipped tracker. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
And I should trust you?
I have no history of betraying your people, only my own. I did not like my role, so I left the queue. I do not wish to be a murdering thief, so I left these Talvishoth to warn their victims. You are no victim, so now I will leave.
If they have offended you so much, help me go after them.
But I am worse. They don't want to raise their swords for coin, so they murder and steal. They cling to the honor they held under the Qun. My sword means nothing. I will sell it and myself as mercenary. Kunare would say I am worse.
If your blade is on the market, I'll pay.
No.
You sure you know what mercenary means?
Taking payment to face Talvishoth only proves that I've sold the last of myself. I know what I am. I don't need to belabor it. You have my word of caution, human. Heed it or do not.
The more they talk, the less I understand.
Right?
It's their religion, basically.
Okay.
It's like their whole way of life.
By the blade.
Alvashoth just means that you're outside of their way of life. Which is usually because, well, it's one of two things. It's either you reject their way of life, or you were born outside it, and thus it never had to apply to you to begin with. It's like being a heretic, although they accept you still. They don't like you, but they accept you. It's like the Christians accepting the Orthodox. They don't like you, but they accept you. Besides, you're a nice buffer in between the Muslims.
And Jews make us money. Hello? Leave my doggy alone.
The dog has a fucking spear sticking out of it.
And is dead.
It got poofed.
Let's finish this.
Good night.
Yay. Looking horn heads. How come I couldn't click the other one? I saw another door that had the exact same thing and it wouldn't let me click it.
I've also seen this room before. And this room.
Stupid. You're right, this is the same cave. Yeah, that's the door I clicked in the Elven area to get to the shrine. This is the one I couldn't click.
Now you can.
Oh my god, you're right about them reusing rooms. It's awful.
Dude, you're just at the start.
Oh my god.
Like I said, in the other years, you have to come back to everywhere you've ever been.
Oh my god.
Over and over again. Unless you specifically do only main quests.
Yeah, right here would be the exit to get to the shrine. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, welcome to Dragon Age 2. Blame EA. It's literally their fault.
Yeah, well, I blame EA for literally everything. It's always EA's fault. Game developer went out of business, EA's fault. Game was terrible, EA's fault. Fuck you, EA. You ruined Ultima. Oh, crap. Okay, pinned.
Aside from one mediocre game, they have yet to actually ruin Dragon Age. After this, they let the developers in BioWare pretty much do whatever they wanted with Inquisition. There was just one catch. You basically have the freedom to make the game as you wish, but there must be multiplayer and loot boxes. The rest of the game's yours to do with as you wish, but there must be loot boxes and multiplayer.
How could you put loot boxes in a single player game?
I'd say you'll see, except it's really, really confined to the multiplayer part of the game. It doesn't affect the single player at all. And the multiplayer is just this standalone experiment. It's this co-op 4-player thing where you just go through and you fight enemies, and you can level up a little bit. And
I would say that would be somewhat acceptable, but if I did that, that would give them the
yeah, the loot boxes are also weird because you can't pay real money for them. You can only earn them, but it is a loot box system.
Oh, that's funny.
I am 100% confident they did this to test what Dragon Age fans wanted.
They do not want loot boxes.
The multiplayer was really mediocre and it didn't gain any popularity. You never hear Dragon Age Inquisition and then hear, yeah, the multiplayer was a lot of fun. I loved that. I played that all the time.
I wonder if the multiplayer is even still functional.
Probably. It probably is. And it was alright. I actually had fun in it. It was a fun time. It gave me some more Dragon Age Inquisition after I had beaten everything.
But I've never heard from you. Oh, I love Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, it wasn't the fucking focus of the game. It wasn't the best part or anything. It was just alright. It was a fun time. I think I played 30 hours of it. I'm sure it's dead now. And then EA was like, you know what? Alright, no multiplayer for next one because clearly they don't like it.
Clearly.
And then they got the idea for Anthem and they're like, wait. Cancel what you're doing. Let's do this again, but make it Anthem. And then we could still have multiplayer. It's perfect. And then Anthem fucking flopped.
Oh my god.
And then they canceled that and said, you know what? Just do whatever the fuck you want with it. Start again.
My favorite part about Anthem was that the starting gear was the best equipment you could have in the game, period. Only because there was a bug with the scaling of the equipment.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to have scaling, but they ended up giving it the best scaling in the game. So as long as you kept that equipment equipped, even though it said that stats were terrible, it had the best stats in the game because it had hidden scaling.
Something of yours, sir.
Syrah.
Syrah.
So the funny part about the way they use Syrah and whatever the Orlesian one is, is like these are real words. They just change the spelling a little bit to make it fantasy. Everything about this game, visually and like aesthetically, just reeks Mass Effect 2 to me. Reeks of Mass Effect 2.
But Rez,
the friendship system.
But Rez, this is a totally different game.
Egregio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Okay.
You were his servant as well as his bodyguard.
I was his slave. I propped up the furniture when he was so inclined.
Okay, through that bitch.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
I'm sure he just threw out like a $5,000 bottle of wine.
Yeah,
You've
basically.
had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I have no home left to return to.
The Blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
You could track your former master down, I assume?
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
We shall see. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Ansar would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps.
That beast in Lothering killed one of my best friends.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
What can you call me?